inputs.
Interesting. Now, before I jump back to Thomas, I would just cheat with my learning at Yujo. And tell us more about your sake tasting event. I think that's one thing that you're also considering for future.
Yes, so we've been experimenting. This has been a long time coming, and it may still be a little bit longer, but we've been experimenting with the rice production with of outgrowers in Uganda, Ugandan rice farmers in the north of the country. And basically, two of our big inputs in the restaurant are made from rice. One is a sake, like a brewed Japanese rice beverage. Of about 15%, which we use in our bar for drinking, and also quite heavily in the kitchen for cooking. It's used similar to a wine, how a red wine or white wine might be used in a traditional, maybe Italian cooking, where the alcohol is burned off. So we basically provided some seeds to Ugandan farmers to plant these Japanese varieties of rice in Uganda. And we also experimented with local varieties of rice and have recently gone through a trial phase of brewing sake using this rice that was grown here without any chemical pesticides or things like this in the soil. And yeah, we had a really surprisingly favorable result on the first trial that took place here in Kampala just about a month ago. And so we're hoping to continue this one because it would have a big impact for us to be able to replace this serious input, a Japanese sake, to our restaurant, and possibly to provide it to the restaurants in our community who are also bringing this item from outside the country. So it could have a multiplier effect.
Sure. Now, Thomas, then knowing more about Yujo now, I think.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah. I think now you can add like some comments on how the solar energy can benefit this community and how we are supporting with enPower.life this community with all these activities and their goals and targets.
Yeah, I think it's very fitting to also our idea as well, because energy for somehow you need to import or transport as well for a long parts through the country. And I know Uganda from several visits, and I know if you have like a little bit more outside, even you have like diesel generators very often running, the grid is off and things like that. And so, and in this way, you transport the energy with you transport diesel fuel through the country, and this is very it's dangerous, take a long way, and so and you have like this problem if the ways are closed, you cannot deliver the energy and so on. So with the solar, we're producing the energy right there where you use the energy. Of course, we have like physically need to have some issues with the grid connections and so on, but in general, all energy is produced directly out of the sun, directly on the spot. Yeah, and this is a very, it's the same what you said, Hanif, so that we are limiting the transportation and producing directly there. So it's a direct fit to this as well. So, and I hope that that with this solar energy production, it's more stable energy as well, and more independency of things around. Yeah, so I know that there are a lot of blackouts and so on, and I don't know about in your district exactly, but it's quite often we have such type of problems.
Yes.
Okay, so Hanif, one other question just popped up in my mind. So are the tenants also benefiting from the, I would say, more affordable solar energy from enPower.life? So how are you going to interact with the tenants about this new, I would say, solar energy that you have? Are they using it? And if yes, then how is the payments? Are they benefiting from the lower price or not?
Yeah. So basically, if I can just give a small precursor to the answer, our restaurant, again, did start as just a rent restaurant and as a typical tenant who had a landlord. And part of this process of transitioning, which we've been very lucky to transition from just a tenant to now also a part of the community and a landlord where the property is secured within the community, is that we've understood the difficulties before of, how maybe only one side can benefit and the other at the other's expense. So that's one of the really big important focuses of this project on my side, on our side, is to make sure that everyone can benefit together. We are planning to basically assess all the savings that are made for the community as a whole, with a minimal amount of administration costs that might be involved with regards to handling the payments to the project, but to divide the costs evenly among all the tenants, as Yujo is technically also one of those tenants, so that everyone sees a benefit and can really enjoy this process and participate it from all sides.
Mm-hmm.
So we're hoping to see a 10, 15, 20% savings for the start, and that everyone will benefit from this equally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,